Coming to you live from downtown Windsor, this is a St. Clair College MediaPlex production.
Good evening, I'm Zachary Balog.
And I'm Luna Nudra, and you are watching
the MediaPlex Insider.
Troy Roberts is here from Crime Stoppers with a list from our community parents.
On November 6th at 11 a.m. at a business located in the 3100 block of Howard Avenue, a man was observed selecting items and concealing them on his person. The male then left the business, making no attempt to pay for the merchandise. The subject then enters a white minivan parked outside and leaves the area. The male is described as Caucasian with a thin build, wearing all dark clothing and a white vest. His hair was pulled back into a ponytail. Photographs of the involved male and the white minivan can be viewed on the Crime Stoppers website. If you have any information regarding the identity of this person or in regards to this occurrence and wish to remain anonymous, you can contact Crime Stoppers at 519-258-TIPS or online at catchcrooks.com. You will not be identified, you will not go to court, and you may be eligible for a cash reward. I'm Police Coordinator Troy Roberts.
Let's head over to Ksenia Semenova, where she is standing by with an early look at the weather. Ksenia?
Thank you, Zach, and thank you, Luna. I'm ready with a weather report for this end of the week. And probably, guys, we need to be ready to take our moon boots to grease at snow. So stay tuned. Back to you guys.
So, Luna, have you ever heard of this thing called shrinkflation?
Yes, Zach. When we buy something, we get less but pay more.
I thought it had something to do with my laundry. Let's watch this report by Georgia LeBlanc.
Despite the rising concerns of Canadian consumers, shrinkflation is a much more complex issue than one may think. Shrinkflation is a term to describe the increase of price and decreased amount of product. However, it does not only affect the quantity of foods. Irina Polushko is a mother from Ukraine. She said she noticed the quality of products in Canada is different than her home country.
When I came to Canada, I saw the prices in Canada very high and quality of the products little bit different. I cannot compare it because we have another type of fruits and vegetables in our country. It have another taste, and the prices for these products still very high.
Ken White of Consumers Council of Canada said the council has done a report on shrinkflation. He said they discovered shrinkflation is mainly caused by misleading packaging sizes.
The stores that have been involved with this have often done it by making packaging changes. So it's not clear that anytime soon that they're going to necessarily change their packaging formats.
White also said the Agricultural Committee of Parliament recommended work be done to implement a national standard for unit pricing. According to Canada.ca, per unit pricing, or standard unit pricing, is the calculation of the price of a product using a set unit of measurement. Per unit pricing can help you compare prices more easily and can provide you with a straightforward way of finding the lowest price for a particular type of product. So, per unit pricing shows the cost of each product per set amount. For example, if 2 bottles of orange juice were priced at different prices for different quantities, per unit pricing would show you how much you are paying per each 100 milliliter. However, it would be a very complicated process to make per unit pricing mandatory for the entire country.
But you need to understand that for that to happen is a combined responsibility of the provinces and federal governments because of the nature of Canada's constitutional arrangements. So it's not like one level of government can make it happen. They have to actually cooperate, with the exception of the fact that provinces could do it province by province.
White said a good way to combat shrinkflation is by manually calculating per unit price for each product to make a more informed choice on which is really cheaper. To learn more about the government's goals regarding shrinkflation, visit canada.ca. I'm Georgia LeBlanc with MediaPlex News.
Luna, you've started the great debate. Tell us more.
Well, Zach, I may have started a coffee war.
Oh, so it's been brewing then.
Let's watch. Hi, I'm Luna Nudro from MediaPlex. Today, I will talk about the prices in Tim Horton and people they like to drink Tim Horton and how much approximately they spend for a month. When comparing Tim Horton and Starbucks, the two companies stand out for different reasons, but they share the common goal of providing quality coffee and beverage to a global audience. Tim Horton has a popular coffee. It's double coffee with 2 creams and 2 sugar. Freddie gets a coffee every morning.
$10 a week, 240. No, actually 12. 15 times 4 is what, 60? 70. So I go 70 because I might get something like a bagel with that, but I'm usually just coffee guy when I go there. You know, I'm not big on their sandwiches.
Ultimately, according to me, like $15 to $20.
15, 20? Starbucks tend to be more expensive due to its premium product offering and the customization available for each drink. Marcelo like to drink Starbucks more than Tim Horton.
Starbucks a little bit more.
What about the prices?
The prices, it depends. You know, some stuff are a little bit overpriced. Yes, it is relatively a little bit more expensive than Timmy's, but you also pay for the quality that you're getting.
Starbucks, its cafes are designed to be cozy, stylish, and easy for sitting and working or relaxing. For MediaPlex News, I'm Luna Nudro. Multicultural is a big party. It's a big part of our community. So what could be more proper than a trip to the Multicultural Center?
I'm here at the Windsor-Essex Multicultural Council, and did you know that there are plenty of programs and events to help newcomers? Located near Chatham Street in Jeanette, the council helps people who are new to Canada find employment, learn English, find housing, and more. They take the time to help people with all aspects of their lives, including their mental health. Just last week, an expo for mental health and wellness was held here, with a turnout rate of over 1,000 for newcomers. Their Facebook page and website, themcc.com, provides dates and times of upcoming and ongoing services and events. Anyone can donate on their website to help keep the council going strong. I'm Georgia LeBlanc with MediaPlex News.
Mortgage rates, interest rates are the only things that seem to be immune from shrinkflation. Luna has a special guest on this edition of 3 Minutes With. Hi, today is 3 Minutes with mortgage agent Lorica Youssef. Hi, Lorica.
Hi, Luna.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Perfect. Lorica, now it's a rate. It's a little bit going down. Can you talk about the rate now? How much?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for the interview.
Of course.
And for the rates, actually, as you know, they were actually at 5%, the Bank of Canada announcements. Mm-hmm. And during this year, the rate dropped 4 times. The first 3 times was 0.25%, which is 0.25%. And then the last time, which is just October on 23rd, it was 0.5%, which therefore now we are at 3.75%.
Oh, 3.75%.
That's
okay. But this the rate. Now anyone, they can take this rate, or this is the price just for Bank of Canada?
Yes, thank you. This is a good question. So actually it's this one is just the Bank of Canada rate announcement. So the Bank of Canada would, sell it at a little bit of a higher rate to the banks, and the banks would sell it for us for a little bit more. Today, the rates, the variable prime rate, it's at 5.7%, and the bank would sell it for borrowers either at a higher percentage or lower depending on their credit score.
Okay, so how much now with your last client? How much bank they give it to them?
I had an insured file, and it was prime minus 0.9, which is 5.7 minus 0.9%. which is 4.8%.
4.8, and if we compare 3.75 and 4.8, it's going to be not that much higher, right?
Yeah, it's about 1%, and that's only because that client was, had a very high credit score. Somebody else maybe would have been higher.
So it depends their credits.
For sure, yes.
Okay, so keep your credit always good and always higher. Okay, Lorica, so now do you advise to people take like a fix for 2 years or 5 years or whatever, or you wanna, or your advice now to get just the variable?
So my advice actually would be, it depends on their risk tolerance. So now today, the rate is good. We don't know what's going to happen with the inflation. It seems like it's going down. So if it was me, I would probably go with the variable rate. But my job is to actually educate the client to make the right choice. But if it's up to me, and if it's my mortgage and I can, hold a little bit of risk, I would do variable. 5 years variable.
Variable 5 years.
Yeah.
And by the way, the variable and the fixed, they are the same thing, 3.7 from Bank of Canada, or they are different?
No, it's a little bit of, difference, because the variable rates, they depend on the Bank of Canada rate announcement, depending on the inflation and everything. But for the fixed rates, actually, they depend on bond. So depending on if it goes up or down, it depends on that. Today's fixed rates, 5 years, 4.57%, where the variable starting at 5.7 could be less or more.
Lorica Youssef to help you. So today was 3 minutes with Lorica Youssef, mortgage agent. I'm Luna Anudro from MediaPlex. Let's head over to Xenia, who's standing by with our 3-day forecast. Hi, Xenia.
I'm back with upcoming weather forecast. And yes, my suggestion is to start looking for your snow boots and mittens, because it is when we need it and we expect this week. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we still need umbrellas. Would be expected tears from the clouds with 12 degrees. Thursday, it is the time when will come the first snow in the season. So there is a chance that school buses will not operate and it will be 5 degrees. Friday, we can see that there are chances of showers. Better for the rest of the week, you have your umbrella on the poles. And Saturday will be expected rain and 9 degrees. Sunday, cloudy. And next Monday, still also cloudy and 9 degrees. And just next Tuesday, there is probability of sun rays right here. So keep strong and consume vitamin C and keep yourself warm. Back to you guys.
So Zach, I understand that the church bell chimed the ring 29 times. Where was that?
So this was at the Old Mariners Church located in Detroit, Michigan. Right when you come out of the tunnel, it's like the first building that's right there, and it's a beautiful building.
Have you been there?
I have not been inside, but I did go over the weekend to bring you this Did You Know?
Good.
The Old Mariners Church was founded in 1842 and currently stands as the second oldest church in the city of Detroit. It was designed by Calvin N. Otis and was located on Woodward, just south of Jefferson Avenue. It was a place where sailors could not only worship, but sleep and eat as well. It wasn't until 1954 that the structure moved to its current location at the foot of the Detroit-Windsor Tunnel, greeting passengers as they come by. The 800-foot journey took only 4 months, and there was even enough money left over from the relocation fundraising effort to add a stained glass window, where the church did not have any before. A bell tower was also installed on December 15, 1957. The church was made famous in the Gordon Lightfoot song The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, where the building is referenced as Maritime Sailors Cathedral.
John H. McCarthy.
The Old Mariners is also the site of a memorial service where on the anniversary of the wreck, a bell was rung 29 times for the sailors who lost their lives. It was only recently that the bell was rung 30 when Gordon Lightfoot passed away. The more you know, for the MediaPlex. I'm Zachary Balog.
Zach, have you ever been to Johnny Shots?
No, I'm a responsible adult and also in by 8.
Well, here's your chance to check it out.
Hi, I'm Tyler Shepley from Johnny Shots, and I'm one of the line cooks here. I've been here for 8 years. I pretty much send all the food out. We have specials every day here. We got $10 burgers, and we have the gyros on Wednesdays and the wings on Thursdays and Sundays. And we also have a special event this Sunday for the Lions game, which we're gonna have a buffet outside. And we hope to see you guys out there.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, and I'm with Different Strokes Paint with Jennifer. I do a paint class here the second Tuesday of the month. Tonight is our paint class that we are doing to celebrate the little holiday season, a little holiday cheer with the Grinch. But join us and take a look at the website. We will have the paintings posted so you can see. But second Tuesday of every month, we are doing the paint classes here at Johnny Shots from 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock.
Let's Talk is a place where we get to talk about who knows what.
Let's watch what could go wrong.
Welcome back to the chattiest talk show on television. I'm joined by my co-hosts,
Ksenia Semenova,
Riley Shea.
And the holidays are coming up, which means get ready for those holiday parties. And that brings me to today's question. How do you tell people to leave when the party's over? Politely, I might add.
What do you think, Ksenia?
I will turn off the lights.
Just turn off the lights and leave them?
Yes, I'd leave them. That's it.
Our producer Dave was saying he just falls asleep on the couch, no matter where he's at, whether it's his party or a party he's at, which I think is a good strategy.
I think also to show people like it's time to leave, to start washing dishes.
Yeah,
like
start cleaning up, start putting things away.
Put the decorations away.
Yeah, not quite. Maybe like if you have a platter of food out, like start picking it up and, you know, mention that you have to get up early in the morning. And
like put the kids in attention. Oh, I need to put them to sleep. Yeah, I usually do this.
The kids have to go to bed, yeah.
It's like one of the kids vomited.
Yes, like performance act.
Yes, right now, and then they can get out. What do you do, Zach? How do you tell people to get out?
You know, wait till closing time starts playing.
Yeah.
It's closing time.
Do you have it queued up on your phone, all ready to go?
I have it rearing and ready to go on the phone, on the computer. That's so I can play it anywhere. And oddly enough, I start playing it when I'm a guest at other people's houses too. Like, oh no, it's like I show myself out.
Yeah.
At other people's houses, but it's like just go to bed.
Yeah.
Just disappear.
What do you think?
I don't know. I usually just suffer through, I think, if I have to be somewhere that I don't want to be. But
you suffer through.
Sometimes I'm tired enough that you can see it on my face, and people are like, "Oh, I think Riley should go," and I'm like, "Yes,
should go."
Now that I'm driving myself, I would just be like,
Riley.
"Oh, I have to go. Goodbye." But like if I was with somebody else or like with family, like family obligations and stuff, like you're kind of stuck. Right?
I just thought about can we also turn on fire alarm?
Yeah, pull the fire alarm.
Yes.
As long as you don't get found out, because there's a.
By the way, I wouldn't recommend any of these strategies that these two are going on. I'm completely independent.
We don't.
I am not involved with this whatsoever.
I did not condone the fire alarm. I just think it's an interesting idea.
Okay. This Saturday, I had friends actually over, and I told them like, oh, you know, drinks are finished. I cleaned the dishes, so the door is there, and that's it.
And they left?
Yes.
Were they offended?
No, because I see them every day,
right.
So it's okay.
So I think it depends on the people you're with too. If you're
Yes.
with people you see all the time, you're like, okay, I'm tired, I'm leaving, goodbye. But if it's people you don't know very well, it's like awkward.
Sure.
It's like, or you just start doing this.
Oh, would
the
you?
fake watch. Oh,
would you
yeah,
look at the time?
this.
I gotta get going. I gotta.
You need
No,
to
what-
go. Somebody's waiting you somewhere.
You know, one thing we were talking about earlier, we discussed, and that's right, we rehearse, the fake phone call button on the phone. Like a phone needs a fake phone call button.
Because if you just do it for fake, you can't tell. Like you might see that there's not actually a phone call, so you need a fake button.
Should be an app like this.
An app, yes.
An app, fake phone call app.
For fake phone calls, because otherwise people can see that there's nobody actually on the phone and they can call your bluff. Right?
Though there's sometimes that I've never been greater for a spammer.
Yes.
Anywho, that's this edition of Let's Talk. We gotta go. So if you want to watch our latest editions of Let's Talk, head over to the Zach Attack Productions YouTube channel. You can comment below if you want to join the conversation. We'll see you next time because it's the chatter that matters.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's look at the wild world of cryptocurrency.
The bank did it again. Raised their costs. Transactions take ages and cross-border transfers are riddled with regulations and hidden costs. Isn't there a better way of doing it?
An increasing number of people are raising this question. Cryptocurrency, best known for Bitcoin, is attempting to offer a solution. But what does it offer?
It's anonymous, quick or quicker than online transactions, operates on basically incorruptible software called blockchain. It's regulated by users and not the bank or government, and up to now, not taxed.
Here in Windsor, Ontario, 3 different entrepreneurs specialize in the 3 different components of cryptocurrency.
All 3 got into the space because of their frustration with the banking system, but mostly they've entered the $700 billion industry, hoping their respective efforts will unearth a digital gold mine. Kevin Roy, a builder by trade, mines cryptocurrency as a hobby.
Well, mining is working for a reward. You want to plug in as much hashing power as you have, send it towards a coin, and you get compensated in that currency.
Ian France markets and sells a coin called ProCurrency, created for a developing online shopping platform.
For a coin to truly be successful in a currency, it needs users, usability, and a purpose.
Joshua Ndolo, a University of Windsor economics graduate, launched the company Amani. They use the open source technology that underpins all cryptocurrencies called blockchain.
We allow for cross-border transactions between 2 parties, and it's very economical. Costs about $3 when a bank would take $80. Takes you about a day when a bank would take 3 to 4 business days.
Dr. Muharrem Kanyev, University of Windsor Associate Professor of Law, has his reservations about the sudden rise of this trending, unregulated private currency.
What advantages does a cryptocurrency offer an ordinary consumer, and what value proposition does it provide an ordinary consumer that an existing fiat or national currency does not have?
Similar questions were asked of disruptive and mostly unregulated innovations such as Airbnb and Uber, taking a combined bite of almost $1 trillion out of their respective legacy industries. Will cryptocurrencies do the same to the banking system? Cryptocurrency is not the first private currency, and there's a reason why they vanished.
Why did government get into the currency producing business in the first place? Government didn't get into this business because they wanted to get into this business or curb freedoms. They had to get into this business because there was too much economic uncertainty involved with private currencies in the past.
If it bothers you, paying 40 cents for a cup of coffee in the morning and $4 that same afternoon, advocates for cryptocurrency won't just say you're getting it wrong. They'll say you're just not getting it. Let's take a step back. Where does cryptocurrency come from and how does it work? We'll use Bitcoin as an example.
A number of Bitcoins were released by the maker. As the coins are traded, the transactions are encrypted onto a ledger. The process of encryption is performed by miners, whose computers solve these encryption problems called hashes. The computer that solves the transaction block first is rewarded for its efforts with a predetermined amount of Bitcoin.
The transaction blocks on Bitcoin take a minimum of 10 minutes to solve. To create a fake one, you'll need to start right from the beginning. It can never catch up to the one everyone agrees is the right one.
Roy grew a profitable mining operation. The equipment he bought online with digital currency with proceeds from mining.
Yeah, well, I just mine whatever's most profitable at the time. There's a calculator online. Basically, it tells me what's most profitable like at that moment.
He's been averaging around $1,200 per month, Roughly 25% goes towards electricity.
As long as I've been in it, it's profitable. You can make 10 times the profit one day, and then a month later you're making a tenth. It's pretty much a game of throw the most hardware and money at it and you get a return.
It was essentially designed to serve the interests of vendors.
Roy doesn't agree with Kanyev that it's all a vendor-centric model with little or no value to the average customer. But then Roy isn't the average customer.
So if I want to go out for dinner, I can go on a site called coincards.ca and buy a gift card for just about anywhere in Canada with crypto. Restaurants, Home Depot, bookstores. Bitcoin only has value because people decide it has value.
No one understands this better than entrepreneur Ian France.
Now it's just a matter of being able to implement a day-to-day currency that people can use. There's 1,500 coins that are sitting out there, and I would venture to say that 1,400 plus are crap.
The iPro network sells incentivized investor packages ranging from $100 to $6,000. Half of the value of your investment is given back to you in the form of pro currency. Investors are educated in how to open online storefronts where the pro currency is slowly introduced in the form of a rebate system.
They've combined this currency with the education to teach people to open their own stores, accept the coin as well, along with all the major retailers. So they've developed this ecosystem to keep people there utilizing the coin.
The coin's success relies on mass buy-in. France realizes that for this to happen, he needs to forsake some of his libertarian leanings.
I believe that some sort of centralization, some form of regulations will benefit the actual overall digital currency industry.
Kanyev is concerned about the absence of consumer protections. If a vendor refuses to reverse a transaction,
I can call my credit card company, they can reverse the transaction, they can help protect my interests.
The anonymity and the absence of a central regulator are what make investing and using cryptocurrency attractive. It's not impossible that this libertarian utopia can come crashing down in the wink of an eye.
If this becomes more widespread, and if this looks like that it's going to be a vehicle for tax evasion or excessive tax avoidance, then governments will become involved.
The nature of the internet and blockchain is open source and self-regulated, instantaneously evolving sharing platforms. Their very existence is completely dependent on an inclusive and active participatory user community. Out of these reciprocal interactions, a consensus is reached on the value of cryptocurrency.
Despite looming legislation and extreme fluctuations in the value of cryptocurrency, there is money to be made, whether mining, trading, or buying shares in cryptocurrency businesses.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Zachary Balog.
And I'm Luna Nujra, and you have been watching
the MediaPlex Insider.
This has been a St. Clair College MediaPlex production.